Hi, I have like tons of sunlight shining through behind me, and I look like an angel. But I thought it might be easier on the eyes if I put my scarf up there, but it's doing an okay job. I'm really tired. Today I did an exploration day, and I drove up to Everett, which is about 40 miles north of Seattle, and turns out Everett's a shithole. But yeah. I got this book that's like 140 walks within 30 minutes of the greater Seattle area. And the I just was kind of going through it. It's like split into different locations or sections, and I was just going to go through each section one at a time and then start back at the beginning one at a time, etc. It starts with Everett area. I haven't really gone up there very much, and I've heard people say Everett's a shithole, and now I see why, because there are like no trees everywhere, and it's really no trees anywhere, and it's really just full of really ugly buildings. It's just gross. And so um, the first thing in the book was this island called Jetty Island, which is man-made and supposed to be a really nice nature trail, but you have to get there by a ferry. And so I got there and I couldn't find the ferry anywhere. I realized it's like a walk aboard ferry. You can't drive onto it. And I looked out at Jetty Island and it just looked like a lump of shit out in the water. I mean, it had plants growing on it, but like no trees. And it's like a hot day. It was like 90 degrees and the sun was beating down. And I was like, I want to walk somewhere nice and shady and tree-y and stuff like that. So I went to the next place in my book, which was called Spencer Island, which is kind of in the middle of Everett. And it's like this big island that you can only get to by a footbridge, and it's like really marshy, and it has trees around it and lakes and stuff, and there's supposed to be a lot of birds there. So I went there and I walked around for a few hours, and it was just kind of a shithole. I mean, it was pretty. It could have been pretty on a cloudy day if it was like 65 degrees, but it was like not a lot of trees still. I mean, it looked like there were trees. There were some, but it was hot and barren, and it's like the scenery around, like beyond the park, was just like shitty Everett. So it's just like, no, I'm not going back there again. So it was an adventure because I went someplace new, and I learned that I don't want to go there again. There are other places, like, I mean, there's lots of trees around everywhere, so there's lots of places I can go that have actual trees. I mean, I don't mind wide open spaces if, like, you can see countryside around. It was quiet. Quiet was nice. Anyway, I'm just shuffling forever. I'm like shuffling for 3 minutes. All right. Let's see. Three of Wands. Death. Good. I know you know what these look like by now, but they're so pretty. Vision for the future. Death of the past. And now I'm going to do my Wildwood. These are really hard to shuffle. They're like really flimsy cards. That's the only thing I don't like about them. It was the Death card in the Wildwood Tarot that made me decide to buy it as well. I'll show it to you when I'm done with this. That was what it said about the Death card, actually, that made me want to buy it. Oh my gosh, I'm just so tired. Just walking around all day in this hot sun. Drained, and then it took me 2 hours to get home. It's like a 40-minute drive up, but it's like there's traffic. Can't avoid it on the way back. So I left the park at 4 and I got home at like 6. So tired. Okay, okay. What do we have here? Okay. This is Ace of Arrows, the breath of life. And this is Eight of Vessels, rebirth, which is very similar to death, isn't it? And you know, the breath of life is pretty similar to like a vision for the future. So that's kind of cool. I'm just gonna show you the death card. Except it doesn't say death on it, it says something else. What was it? I think it was a crow. I'm all sweaty, like just licking my lips taste salty because of all the sweat that dried on my face. So gross. Oh, I also really like the Ten of Bows. I'm going to show you that one too. Some of the cards are kind of silly. No. Damn it. I don't remember which one it is. But I'll show you the Ten of Bows. What's going on down here? Did I drop some? I did. Ten of Bows, responsibility. I really like that because he's like instead of oppression, he's like, I gotta do this thing and I'm gonna do it, and it's really hard work, but it's like a positive card. I like it. And I'm just gonna read you what it says about death because I thought it was really nice. The Journey. It's called The Journey instead of Death, and it has a picture of a raven on it. I don't know why I missed it when I was going through. It has like a description section, meaning section, reading point section, and then a section called Roots and Branches. And one of the things it says under Roots and Branches is the funeral of illusion, which I thought was fucking awesome, because that's like disillusionment put in a really, in a way that lets you know that you need to grieve it, you know? You need to grieve what you used to believe. It's a loss. It's a loss like any other. I guess I could read about Ace of Arrows and Eight of Vessels. So, this thing is called the Uffington White Horse. It's a chalk hill figure. It must be something in the British Isles. I don't know anything about it. It doesn't look like a horse to me. Oh, a typo. That's really annoying. The Uffington chalk hill figure breathes the vitality of life. It says breaths the vitality of life, but I know what it means. A renewal of vitality combined with knowledge of where you wish to be and how to get there. It is believed that if you stand on the eye of the Uffington White Horse and make a wish, you will gain wisdom and your wish will come true. So that's good. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to read the whole thing because it's annoying to me. But mostly just because I'm tired and I don't like making long videos. But I like that. And then the Eight of Vessels is Rebirth, which was this picture again. Super pretty. By looking at the past, acknowledging our mistakes, and learning from them, we grow and attain new wisdom. The future waits to be unfolded by our positive action as we become the 8th vessel and receive powerful rejuvenating energies of rebirth. How am I the 8th vessel? What does that mean? You know what I haven't done is actually like done a card by card comparison with other tarot decks. Kind of curious because I don't remember what the 8 of Cups is like. I'm just gonna do the sacred geometry really quick. Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups. I wonder if it's the one that's like moving on. I think it might be. I haven't watched your videos yet. I've been gone all day. But I want to watch them later or soon. Sid looks irritated. He usually does though. It's the way. It's his way. Calm Within and Merkaba. Hooray. I'm looking for that Calm Within. I'm gonna ride on my Merkaba. I feel like it says it's a, I feel like the book said it's like a vessel for transportation or something funny like that. Maybe not. It's about uniting light, spirit, and body. Oh, it does. When activated, it forms a time-space vehicle of ascension. So yeah, I am going to ride my Merkaba. Okay, anyway, it's really hot here. I'm just like fading and fainting and dying and stuff. So I'm going to let you go. I love you. Bye.